another view from the van with Paul from Magpie 24/7. Driving strong opinions on everything Newcastle United. Magpie 24/7. By fans, for fans.
Doing? It is Paul from Magpie 24/7 with another view from the van, and yeah, everything in the Newcastle garden all of a sudden is certainly looking a lot rosier than it did a few weeks ago. Heck, I woke up this morning to on my timeline somebody suggesting that Steve Bruce might be in line for manager of the fucking month for April. Goodness me. It would be certainly quite a turnaround if he was able to do that, because a couple of weeks ago we weren't playing very well, we were sitting back too much, our possession stats were pathetic, our shooting statistics were absolutely diabolical. And I think the thing that's changed, it's not, all of a sudden Steve Bruce is this tactical mastermind who's overseen a complete and utter change in our fortunes, but I think what's happened is you've got Callum Wilson and Alan St-Maximin back, and Alan St-Maximin in absolutely blistering, sparkling form. And I think that has coincided in Newcastle's performances skyrocketing up more than anything that Agent Bruce has managed to do. With the greatest of respect, he's paid to win football matches. He's done that once or twice, recently. We've had a few draws, but I will say again, as I said on the podcast, if we finish 4th or 5th bottom, which is where we're going to finish, let's face it, right? If we finish in that position, then this season has still been an absolutely unmitigated disaster, because from the outlay the club made, from some of the signings that we made, through the personnel that we've got on the books, 4th bottom, for argument's sake, or 5th bottom, whatever, is absolutely dog shit. And one thing that, regardless of the ownership next season, whether it's hopefully a new ownership, whether it's Amanda Staveley and co, or oh god, it feels like a kick in the bollocks every time you say it, but if Mike Ashley has yet another season where he doesn't really want to be here as the custodian, then we cannot be just 4th bottom and doing fuck all in the cups. It really has to get better. And then that's not us Geordie demanding bastards asking for Champions League or winning the league, but fuck me, come on, a couple of places higher, doing better in the cups, a little bit of joined up thinking, clever recruitment, retaining the likes of Joe Willock. Have to be sensible decisions that need to be made, because why should 52,000 show up week in and week out? Take away blind loyalty to watch a team whose only aim, whose only remit, as Steve Bruce, his master tactician, says, is just Premier League survival. No other club would accept this, so why the fuck are we accepting it? I just do not know. Arsenal supporters whinging they haven't won something in a few years. We haven't won anything in absolute, oh my word, like an absolute eternity. And for most of the season we played shit football, and the squad is terrible, and we're a million miles away from improving the situation. So yeah, there is other players in this game who need to have a reality check, because if anybody deserves some luck, if anybody deserves a takeover, a fresh start, a little bit of hope, something different going into the next season, then it is certainly each and every Newcastle United fan up and down the country, around Europe, around the world. We godforsaken fucking deserve it. But yes, this season, 4th or 5th bottom is a massive underachievement, and Steve Bruce, despite being on, like I say, a decent run at the moment, still needs to recognise how this season is wholly, unacceptable. The performances against Brentford, Sheffield United, and so on and so forth, the Wolves, etc., they should have resulted in any other club, would have resulted in your P45 being issued. So Newcastle should be no different. But through a combination of the fact that Ashley's washed his hands of the club, put the keys in an envelope and posted it through the door with the name Amanda Staveley on it, and through the sheer incompetence of Lee Charnley, who has to wear slip-on shoes because he can't tie his own fucking laces. That is the only reason that cabbage-headed piss flap is still in employment. So no, I'm not going to sit there and go all of a sudden, oh yes, he should be included, he should get manager of the month for April. Nah. Giving him an award like that only inflates his ego, and he goes, look, Lee Charnley, look, shiny badge. And that absolute fucking cretin, that complete and utter fucktard, would probably be impressed by that. Photo of it, send it on WhatsApp to Mike. Look, Mike, look, we've won something. Then that stupid fucking oaf, give him an 8-year contract. Oh, it works well, that. Goodness me. Yes, it was a great result against Liverpool. A draw that felt like a win. To score 2 perfectly legitimate goals in stoppage time, and then only come out with a draw. It felt great. You enjoy it. You enjoy the moment, because let's face it, with Newcastle, that's as good as it gets. Really, a win now and again, because we never put a group of wins together to push on towards a European qualification or do well in a cup. So a win or a draw against one of the bigger sides is probably as good as it gets for us under everything that is at Newcastle at the moment. I think Alan St. Maximum, he answered the people saying he doesn't do it against the big boys, because I thought it was fantastic, especially first half. I thought he faded a little bit second half, probably because he'd been fucking kicked that many fucking times. It was kicked fucking left thigh, right thigh, fucking clothesline, shoulder barged, gouged. And the man is answering all of the questions with fantastic performances. He seems to thrive upon the responsibility of being the man at Newcastle. And all those Aston Villa supporters going, oh well, I think we should get to be great with Jack Grealish. If he's going to go, it's not to an Aston Villa with the greatest respect in the world. It's just simply not. He will go to a top team, and he will go for mega money. More money than what I think Aston Villa's got to be able to throw around on the table and stuff, if I'm being perfectly honest. If a Modric 29-year-old went for £100 million, then I wouldn't be looking to sell him for anything less than that market. Because what is the point? Who are we going to replace him with? And if it wasn't for him and his leadership and his skill level, and the fact that you could hang your hat on him, then we would be up shit creek without a paddle this season. We would have been relegated this season. And if we're to avoid yet another fucking relegation battle next season, we need to keep him and to build on it, and to keep Joe Willock, who keeps coming on and affecting games. Again, we need to keep him. So it's about us building a squad and not giving our better players to other, Premier League teams for them to build a decent squad. Because, again, with the greatest respect, Aston Villa are a few places above us, and yet have had a fantastic season. Last season they stayed up because of VAR being a complete and utter fucktard, which it completely is. Because, again, another example, Newcastle getting shafted by VAR. Evidence number what? 100 and odd. That goal that was disallowed, it shouldn't have been disallowed, because his hands aren't in an unusual position. He's not cheated. The goal should have stood. It didn't go in directly off his hand. He obviously had to use his feet to get it over the line. But if you are going to disallow it, then the fact that Hey Arnold had his fucking hands all over the back of Wilson, his last man, would mean it would have to be a penalty and a red card. So you can't have it both ways. VAR, you useless piece of shit. VAR, ESL, chuck them in the fucking bin and get rid. What a sack of shit. Pure and utter. Sacks of shit. The referees need to grow a set of balls, make decisions against some of the top teams away at the likes of Anfield. And they also need to get the eyesight tested, because a lot of these decisions, we need help. No, you don't. Look at the decision. I can tell in the stadium what's what, so I'm sure that you can fucking tell Mr. Magoo and make the decision. Do not be put off because you are playing at an Anfield or one of the supposed top six, or the greedy six, as they should all be fucking known as now. A bunch of fucking scabs. Yeah, glad that ESL's been absolutely chucked on its head, got rid of. What a stupid fucking greedy idea that was. It's almost as stupid as fucking VAR. As I watched a car go one way street the wrong way. What an absolute melt. Yeah, goodness me. But me off as that. But yeah, ESL needs to go in the same fucking bin as the VAR. Useless. They should get rid of it for next season and then investigate it, because I'm certain that we'll probably be better off without the bastard thing. We just seem to get shit decision either with technology or without. So let me know what you think about that. VAR, ESL, Newcastle's result, and the season on a whole. You know, if Bruce wins this game against Arsenal at the weekend, if we finish the season reasonable, I don't see us getting anything against Manchester City or Leicester, but if we can pick up a few more points, what's your thought of the season? Because to me, it is still an absolute load of shit, to be honest. And the fact that people are talking about Steve Bruce as manager of the month for anything this season, when Newcastle have done pretty shit for the majority of it and have played nothing but Bruce ball. Yeah, we played decent at the weekend, but on the season on the whole, nah, not for me. Not for me. So let me know what you think down below. Take care, keep it tuned. Fingers crossed we can get the job done against Arsenal this weekend, and I'll speak to you later.